Welcome to How to Deal When the Shit Gets Real podcast. I'm Rihanna.
And I'm Connie, and today we have our bonus episode. Woohoo!
Because we know these are your guys' favorite.
Obviously. Probably would be if, I promoted them more.
I mean, little column A, a little column B. It's
fine. Everything's fine. I have a hoodie that says that.
I use that meme constantly at work of the dog sitting in the flaming room all the time.
Yes, because that is every workplace ever. So
yeah.
This is the bonus episode following up.
Veronica.
I was going to say, I know, and I was going to say Victoria for whatever reason. I can't get any names straight. And it's probably because she wanted to remain anonymous. Good for her. It's our first anonymous person.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah. I mean,
no, because I can't think of another person who was like, I don't want my name. I don't want anything out there about me, but I want the podcast out there.
She's got a job that she can't do that, which is understandable. So yeah.
Yes. Well, and like kids, and you're going on and you're talking about your kids. So
also that. Yeah. Good that you can share the stories about your kids without invading their privacy.
Yeah. I mean, which is a really big thing on Instagram now. Like it pops up constantly for me, but I just like sharing photos of Theo.
Well, and he's a little baby and it's cute, and you're not sharing like
inappropriate things.
Yeah.
It's like him crawling.
Yeah. Or like health issues or personal things. I think that's where the line kind of gets gray for some people is when you start sharing.
Well, I think it's not only that, but I think it's also when you have your kids peddling stuff.
Yes.
Like, like the kids reviewing toys, kids trying to sell basically parents on things and or kids on things. Like, yeah, I get it. But it's on like, you're taking their money. If like they're making money off of it, you're taking their money.
Yeah, exactly. And
it's like a real gray line.
Well, right. And it's their, we make the choice to share our own lives. At a certain point, they have the ability to share their own lives or not. So,
yeah. Well, I hope all of their money is going into a college fund.
I hope so too. That would be the smart thing to do, but Lord only knows.
Or like something for like, not the household. I wouldn't say that, but like, oh, well, we don't like until he started doing like our child started doing this. We didn't have any money and now we have enough money to buy a house, like something like that. I mean, like, okay. It's for everybody to benefit from. He's going to benefit by having a house. He or she is going to benefit from having a house in a good neighborhood where he can go to good schools. Like that is important. Well-being.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, which is what this episode was about, is mental health. And I could not imagine not having your children for most holidays, most vacations. That's so heartbreaking. Could not imagine.
So heartbreaking. And then you can't even really, like she said, send them anything. You can't send them anything super comforting. Like they can't have their favorite blanket or whatever, because you can't just send them anything willy-nilly like you could in a regular.
There's like an approved list, and it depends on where they're at and what they're doing.
Yeah, she's a strong person to be able to say, I have to do this and it's for the benefit of my kids, and it's hard,
and it's not
but
my
I have
parenting.
To do it. Yeah.
And it's not my parenting. There's something wrong. Like there's something mentally wrong with my child. It is not me. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right.
I tried everything. So here we are.
And every mom that we've talked to, all the moms that we've talked to that have children with special needs, they all kind of said the same thing. Like, I'm tired of getting those dirty looks. I'm tired of people assuming that my kids are misbehaving when that's not really the case.
Yeah. And honestly, all kids misbehave, and you can't make them be perfect little angels all the time because they are not emotionally mature until like what, 18?
I wouldn't even say 18.
Then.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't even say 18. What
like your emotional develops through your whole entire life. You change emotionally. So
I honestly don't feel like I was really emotionally stable and mature well until my 30s, for sure. Like even at 25 and 26, I look back at like posts that I made on Instagram and I was like, wow, nope.
I get that. There's a lot
They
of things I was like,
definitely
wow, we did that? Oh God.
they were definitely better than the college post. They so there was an
Hey, I look
improvement.
at some of the high school stuff and I'm like, oh my God, thank God Facebook and Instagram when I was in high school isn't what it is now. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't really like that cyberbullying aspect.
Yeah, no.
Like they were just like you were just posting photos. Like it really wasn't, you weren't bullied for it. It wasn't like for everyone. Like they weren't as big as they are now. But like I was in a wedding this past weekend. There was a bunch of people from high school and we're like, oh my God, like why were we using like our parents' hot tub as a pool party and dressed up in swimsuits? Like, what are these pictures? What the hell? Like, these are some interesting ass photos that girls would get hell for now, but like they're also at the same time very innocent. You know what I mean? It's like we didn't see anything that we were doing as wrong until now as an adult we're like, what the fuck? Nobody told us this was a bad idea.
I was also looking at I think one of our posts came up the other day and it was like you and me and Luke and Mitch like all in a picture together and like the comment section on that photo was ridiculous. Like shorthand spellings of things and just stupid
Oh
comments. I was
yes.
reading through them and I was like, "Oh my God."
Yep. Yeah, when you never wrote in sentences. And I feel like
No.
now that's changed. Now it's paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. And it's like, fuck that.
Yeah, we never wanted to write anything. Thanks was THX and, all
Yes,
the fun
exactly.
things.
And I still remember getting harassed by other people that shall not be named. And I'll be like, look, this is Instagram and Facebook. I'm not making anything long. I don't give a fuck. You want to come
Yeah.
harass me about it? I don't care. This is shorthand on the internet and you know it.
Yeah. Well, some people just have to make themselves feel better about themselves in any way possible.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yep, I do. And that is why I do not associate with said person.
That's life. Oh God. But yeah, I almost feel bad for our children. They're never away from like not never away from social media, but like they're surrounded by it. And it's like a whole nother, like they can't do anything and it not be recorded
Pretty much.
by
Yeah.
somebody somewhere doing something. Like there,
Yeah.
even if you wanted to, you probably wouldn't be able to get away with it, which is also why I post stuff of my son. Cause I'm like, man, he's never going to get away from it anyway.
Well, and that's up to you. But yeah, I mean, things have definitely changed. Everybody has a camcorder in their pocket where when we were
Yes.
kids, having a recording, do you remember your dad was big into it? My mom always recorded
Oh
like
yeah.
Christmas time, like
My
having a
dad
recorder
digitalized it all.
and like learning to record all that and being able to record all that was a big deal. And now we just
Well,
walk
and
around with
able
one in our
for
pocket.
for like like you would go and you would buy and like buy one and it wasn't something everyone could afford necessarily.
Yeah.
So some people have it all and some people don't have like anything. Like I have everything recorded from my childhood, but none of it's on social media,
Right. It's not up anywhere.
which I'm like, haha, thank God.
That's why I really like that Veronica talked about all the ways, things that she suggested to handle when you're just completely overwhelmed because being on social media and being constantly looked at by people, it's good to have those things in your toolbox of what you can do to recenter yourself.
Yeah. And just putting down the phone, the device.
Which
I
we talked
normally do my
about,
devicing at night.
which we
I have
talked
it in
about
my
many
hand
episodes
like,
ago.
oh yeah, many, many, many years ago. It seems
Our
like.
season one, we literally had a whole episode dedicated to put down your fucking phone.
Yep. And it's hard. Like, and also I know people like I deleted Facebook and I posted on Facebook for the first time in forever the other day.
I
I
know,
was
I
like,
noticed.
wow. I know. I was like, haha, here I am.
Facebook is one of the ones that one of the few that I don't mind keeping because we do have so much family on there. And literally, Uncle Bill has told me numerous times. He's like, "Oh my God, I love seeing all your posts on Facebook and what Jackson's doing and what you're doing." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll keep it then."
I think my problem with it is there's a lot of crap on mine. Like because I had it when I was in high school, when it first came out or whatever, I was in high school and like I followed a bunch of random shit that I'm like, ugh, like why am I getting notifications from this now? Like because when we first started it, it was like, oh, these are like your likes and your dislikes. Like you like this band. And now it's like, no, you're following this band. I'm like, well, I don't care that much about them to be following them.
Yeah,
You know,
see,
like it's
it's
changed and
changed.
I
Yeah.
never changed mine. And then I also have like a lot of random people from Facebook, like not from Facebook, from high school on my Facebook that I'm like, I don't even know you anymore. Why are you on my Facebook?
Yeah, see,
I should probably be deleting like a bunch of people,
when it
but I
first
just don't
started,
care.
you had to have a college email. So
Yes.
that was when I first got on it. And then like there wasn't any of that. There was no like likes and dislikes and bans and all like none of that was ever there. Like you used to poke people. Like I don't even know if that's a fucking feature anymore.
I don't think
But
so. I don't remember. I
I
do remember
literally
the
left.
poking. I don't think
I don't think it is
it
anymore. I literally
no.
left every single group. I'm not in any groups. I think I'm in like, well, I shouldn't say anything. I'm in like two that are book related. Like I left all the groups, left all the likes, left everything. So it's literally just my people. And I did delete like 200 people and I could probably delete more.
Yeah. Yeah, I just never kept up with it and I just don't care enough to, I suppose, because that
Yeah.
is life. Because I use it so rarely and I'd rather just go on Instagram. But I do know people who like just go and delete social media because of the way things are. Like it becomes addictive.
It's just overwhelming and you're constantly comparing people.
Oh, yes.
And it's just not good.
And life and
But and
everybody.
it's probably part of the reason that our mental health is in the trash
Yeah.
because we see all these perfect lives or what is appears to be perfect lives and they're not. And then we get sad and people struggle with mental health and suicide and all those things because of
Hmm.
social media. Well, partly
Well,
because.
and then I add on top of that, instead of being out and about and doing things, you're
Yeah.
also just sitting there scrolling, doing nothing, not even talking to your significant other. You're just sending them memes because I do that all the time. And Tom calls it homework.
Well, and when you think about it too, we've become a culture where you literally, if you didn't want to, you would never have to leave your house. Groceries can be delivered, food can be
Oh,
delivered,
yeah.
alcohol can be delivered. Like if you wanted to, you would never have to leave your house. And
Oh, yeah,
you
that's very
lose, we are
true and very
social
scary. And
creatures.
I am still that person that goes to the grocery store. I do get groceries delivered on occasion, but only because like certain things are, I love Aldi and certain things are just not sold at Aldi. And I'm like, I
Mhm.
can't get it from one place or I would.
Yeah, I mean, and people, we are social creatures. You need to get out. You can't just be in your house. Like I get it when you're sick or if your kids are sick or you're running around and you just don't have time, like sure, get stuff delivered. The convenience is definitely nice every once in a while, but you need to
Mm-hmm.
you need to get out. You can't be in your house
Or for like
24/7.
super busy weekends. That's when I'm like, oh yeah, getting groceries delivered. I do not have time to go to the store at all.
Yep, exactly.
This weekend
So,
actually might be one of them. We'll see. I actually don't even think I need much from the grocery store. Beside the point.
did you try the hot and cold stuff yet? I haven't tried it yet.
Hot and cold stuff.
Yeah, that Veronica told to try like when your mind is getting really crazy, like you go outside and get cold, or if it's cold, you get hot. You change your temperature.
Mm, I'm trying to think. Well, I really haven't been very upset lately. So,
Well, that's
no.
good. Not being upset is good
Yep. Yeah. Because I'm trying to think if I was like mad enough even
to do
for
that.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I'm like, I
I haven't
really
been
haven't
either.
been.
It's been in the back of my mind, and I've almost gotten to the
No,
point
no,
where
no.
I'm like,
Just
make
wait
me
till
mad
you,
on purpose so I can see if this works.
no, just wait until you're in to see family and you're guaranteed.
That's true.
You're
That is true.
like, that's unfortunate, but true.
Unfortunate but true. Yeah, and we don't have Grandma Buffer anymore, so
Yeah, that is. No, we have baby buffers now. Because
That's
you
great.
can't get mad around Theo or around any of the other little babies.
That's true. Can't get
They're
mad
all so
around babies.
sweet. They're all so cute and so sweet. All right. So I think this is how to deal when shit gets real. I hope you like this bonus episode, and we'll see you next time.